Dear students, welcome to today's English class. Today we are going to deal with the lesson Alice in Wonderland. Okay, have you heard the name of the story before? Alice in Wonderland? Yes, of course. You all may have read the story Alice in Wonderland, or you all may have watched the cartoon videos of Alice in Wonderland. Okay, anyhow, here we have to learn a small portion from the story Alice in Wonderland. Do you know who wrote the story Alice in Wonderland? Yes, it is Lewis Carroll. Okay, it is the name of the author of the story Alice in Wonderland. Now let's read the story. Okay. One day, Alice was lying under a tree listening to her sister reading a story. So one day, Alice was lying under a tree and her sister was reading a story and Alice was listening that. Alice was hearing the story reading by her sister. Suddenly, she saw a white rabbit scamper by. Suddenly, she saw a white rabbit running so fast. Scamper by means ran away quickly. He had pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. The rabbit had pink eyes and he was wearing a blue coat. He took out a big watch from his waistcoat pocket and as he hurried away, he said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." So he took out a big watch from his pocket, from the pocket of his waistcoat, and he was walking hurriedly. Okay, he was walking fast and he said himself that, "Oh dear, I'll be too late." She thought there was something very different about this rabbit. So Alice thought that this rabbit is very different. It could talk, it wore a red waistcoat and it carried a watch. This rabbit could talk, it wore a waistcoat and it also carried a watch. Alice wondered. A talking rabbit? Okay, Alice was surprised, wondered. A talking rabbit? A rabbit who wears a waistcoat? So she asking herself, surprisingly. Alice was burning with curiosity and she followed the white rabbit and she was very curious, so she followed the white rabbit. The rabbit started running and Alice followed the rabbit. Okay, the rabbit was running and Alice also following the rabbit. The rabbit suddenly popped down a large rabbit hole. So what happened? The rabbit suddenly popped down, jumped into a big rabbit hole. Alice jumped into the rabbit hole too. Only Alice also jumped into the hole. The rabbit went down and down and down and down into the rabbit hole. So the rabbit is going down, down, down to the rabbit hole. Alice said aloud, "Where am I? How many miles down have I fallen? I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth." Okay, so what did Alice said loudly? She says that, "Where am I? Where is I'm falling? How many miles down have I fallen? Okay, how many distance I have fallen down? I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Okay, I feel like I reached near the center of the earth." She wondered, "Will I slip through the earth to the other side?" Okay, she wondered. Why she wondered? She feels that she will slip through the earth to the other side. Thump! Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves, but she fell down on a pile. Pile means a lot of dry leaves, on the pile of dry leaves. So she didn't get hurt. She looked around quickly and suddenly saw the white rabbit again. She looked around and she saw that white rabbit again. It disappeared, saying, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it is getting." So when she saw the rabbit, it was saying that, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, oh, my ears and whiskers." What is the meaning whiskers? Whiskers are the long hair which grow on the face of rabbit or cat, etc. Okay, so my ears and whiskers, I'm getting late. And saying this, the rabbit disappeared. Okay, disappeared means it moves out of sight. It moved out of sight. Alice stood up and saw a small door about 15 inches high. Alice stood up and she saw a small door, and it is only 15 inches of height. It was too small for her to go through, and the door was very small, and she cannot go through the door because she is big and the door is small. She saw a glass table with a golden key on it. Okay, at that time she saw a glass table, a table made of glass, and on the glass table there was a golden key. She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her delight it fitted. So she tried to the lock using the golden key. She put the key in the lock and it was in the correct size. Okay, it fitted and she was delighted. Okay, she was very happy. Alice opened the door and looked into the loveliest garden she had ever seen. So Alice opened the door and she looked through the door and she saw that the loveliest garden she had ever seen. She had never seen such a beautiful garden before. It was very beautiful. How she longed to be among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains. So she had a great desire. Okay, she wished a lot to go near the flowers and fountains. Okay, what is fountain? You might have seen fountains in parks and all. Okay, the water is flowing upward. Okay, fountain. You can see the picture of a fountain. Okay, so she was longing to go near the flowers and fountain. But she could not even get her head through the doorway. But what is the problem? She cannot go there because the door is very small, and even her head, she cannot get her head through the doorway. Okay, so the door is very small, so she could not go there. "Oh, how I wish I could become smaller," she exclaimed loudly. So that's time she said that, "How I wish I could become smaller. I wanted to be a small child. Okay, then I can go through the door and I can go to the garden," she said very loudly. Okay, so this much you have to study in this lesson. Okay, now what happened next? Okay, what happened? Next that you read from the book Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Thank you.